This week's episode of the Going Mach 5 podcast is brought to you by, I guess, my mom and dad for having sex and having me because I'm doing the podcast. No sponsors yet because nobody cares about us yet.
I taught Mike some phrases to help with his interracial conversations. You know, stuff like going Mach 5, Mach 5, fleece it out, dinkin' flicker. Dinkin' flicker. Fluffy fingers, just can't help myself. Going Mach 5, Mach 5.
It's gonna be talkative.
So not this.
No,
Understood.
no, not that. Anyway, all right, we're going to start in about 10 seconds. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
We can start now.
I mean, I'm ready-ish.
What does that mean?
I'm ready.
That annoys me so much when people do that.
Why?
When they're like, ish.
I am here to annoy you.
You mean like, is that your life's work?
Haven't I always?
What were you doing before you were annoying me?
Thinking about annoying you.
Before you knew me, did you know that you were here for a bigger purpose?
Yes, to annoy you.
And you couldn't have been sure what it was.
It was for you.
Anyways,
There you go.
we're recording. This is just the start of it. How are you?
I'm really hot.
I appreciate your sincerity. I have the AC on.
No, there's no way.
I do.
It's so hot in here.
It
I
just-
want to be topless right now, but I'm aware that's inappropriate. So
We're gonna move right along.
Yes.
Ashlee,
how are you?
I'm great. I'm enjoying life. Life is a beautiful thing. I'm very fortunate to have it.
Good.
And when people say stuff like, "Hey Rashad, how are you feeling?" I legitimately have to stop and think, "How am I doing?" I don't like rhetoric. People are just like, "Yeah,
I'm good.
and I'm like, "Really? How are you?" I heard a comedian talk about how he was a big fan of Jim Carrey. Like Jim Carrey made him want to do comedy. That's my
Yeah.
understanding. This comedian named Chris D'Elia. He's hilarious to me. And he said that now like he has a relationship with Jim Carrey. So he said he was on a plane and he saw Jim Carrey
Yeah.
and was like, he said all he heard was, "Hey Chris," just really friendly. He looks up and he's like,
So casual.
oh shit, it's Jim Carrey. And Chris is like, no, Jim's like, "How you doing?" And Chris is like, "I'm good, man." And Jim's like, "No, really, how you doing?" He just seems like the type that would
Yeah, for sure.
really want to know that, and get over the rhetoric.
But like if I say I'm doing all these things, I don't want to go into it.
Really,
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't.
Stuff.
No, you can curse. It's fine.
Okay. I don't want to hear that. Like I'm exhausted, my
No one
head
wants to hear that
hurts.
shit.
I want to hear that shit.
Okay.
I want to hear that. I'm hungover. Like I want to hear that.
Well, if
No
I
one
ask,
cares.
I really want to know.
Then see, you know what? In the morning times at work, I just don't ask anymore.
Why?
Like, how are you doing? Like, I'm good. I don't ask, how are you?
Well, that's
I
co-
don't care.
That's coworker stuff
No. It's in like out in
with your friends too.
out in Kroger too. Like, how's it going? Or like,
Who do you?
hey girl,
Who do you-
how's your day at work? I hated it.
Who said that to you?
You want some snacks? Absolutely.
Who says that to you that you don't care about? Like, oh, let me rephrase.
Okay.
Who will you ask that question to that you do not care about how their day is sincerely going?
All right. So you're at the cashier at Kroger and like, oh hey, how's your day going? I'm like, oh, it's going okay. How's yours? You don't care. Just making small talk at the
Well,
cashier.
I think okay.
At the little boop boop
Do that again.
boop boop.
How old are you?
Fuck you. How fucking old I am.
I think there is not caring, and then there's like it's immaterial. Because I do care. Like as another human being, I want you to be doing well. If you're not doing well, it's awful. Like I remember in comparison, I hate the whole misery loves company thing, and people love to do the whole, Me Too thing, and I don't mean the hashtag Me Too, but I mean like the whole, Mr. Me Too stuff.
For sure.
And I do it sometimes in an effort to relate to people, but I had a situation happen years and years and years ago. This is when MySpace was a thing.
Wow.
This is how long ago this was.
Forever ago.
This is actually 2005. I remember when this happened. I was 19. Do the math. I was 19 and I had gotten cheated on by my girlfriend. And it was really bad. It was bad because I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Like I saw the dude making the moves and she was like, he just wants to be my friend. I'm like, just fuck up.
Never.
So anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine at the time and he said, it could be worse. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, I found out, and he was considerably older than me. I say considerably, maybe 6-7 years. And he said, I found out that my girlfriend of 7 years had been cheating on me the whole time.
But what's the difference? Nothing.
The time investment is very different.
I mean, but a cheat's a cheat. You're hurt. How does his hurt make your hurt any different?
It gave me a lot of perspective.
No.
You can't tell me how I felt.
I'm not telling you how you felt. I'm just saying there's no difference in the time frame.
That's like the main thing that's different. Because I was over here feeling sorry for myself that I was with somebody for 6 months and they were unfaithful to me. Thinking, man, look at all this time I invested in this and look what she did. And then turn around and he was like, my girlfriend of 7 years was cheating on me the entire time.
But you both were hurting.
We both were. But it's not a competition of hurt. The fact that he told me that, it gave me the idea, or it put the seed in my head like, yo, dude, yeah, this sucks, but it could be so much worse. Like, there are varying degrees of hurt. I mean, let me tell you another varying degree.
You didn't die.
I saw it. If I saw it happen, if I walked in on it happening, by your logic, well, if it hurt, it hurt. No. There are varying levels to how things affect you. Yes, hurt is going to be hurt. Getting over it is going to be getting over it. But how you are fed that information is very different.
Okay.
It's almost like a friend of yours getting murdered and your friend killing themselves. Yeah, they're dead regardless. But like, if someone kills themselves, you're like, okay, that was them. That was internal. Is there anything I could have done? If someone is murdered, that's a whole different level of hurt. That's a whole different level of emotions that are going to flood out. Yeah, the bottom line is the same.
Okay.
Like, but it gave me perspective, and it absolutely did. And it helped me, in a weird way, it helped me feel better.
I was going to say, did you, how?
It helped me feel better about my situation. Like, obviously, misery doesn't love company in my situation. But when he gave me that, I'm like, man, this could have been so much worse. Like, I couldn't have imagined being with somebody for 7 years and that happened. Yeah. Because that's when you start talking about marrying people.
Absolutely.
And he was like considering like marrying her. He wanted to put a ring on her finger and everything. I couldn't imagine that.
But I wonder why after like year 3 he didn't like, or year 4.
He didn't like what?
Propose or like, hey girl, I think I want to marry you a little bit.
I don't know their relationship. I won't speak on their relationship. I was about to say his name. I feel like there's a lot of variables that go into people's relationships that I just don't speak on.
And I do also think that you don't have to be married to be together for a long time. Like, it just...
Wait, hold on. What's your name?
Oh, hey, I'm Ashlee.
Okay. we just went into it, which is great, which is fine.
But like, I don't think that marriage is the end all be all. Like, you don't have to get married.
Right.
But I feel like, I guess after a certain amount of years, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to like contradict myself.
Because you were damn sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I was waiting.
For sure.
I laid.
I know.
I laid the net.
I know. I know.
I put the
You're waiting.
I put the leaves
You were
over the
waiting.
trap. I was like, I'm gonna spring her ass
Snatch
up.
her right up.
Or is she gonna be
gonna
dangling
just-
from her ankle
I'm gonna just
at
stop.
this tree branch?
I'm gonna just stop.
No, I do agree with you. I think people have their own ways of doing things, and I get that. I don't know why he would have done that. I know how I would have operated.
Yeah.
I know. I personally don't do the whole, marry you, or excuse me, I'm engaged for like 5 years. I don't do that shit because I'm an adult.
Would you have felt worse? Say like your girlfriend of, well, how long? 6 months, you said?
Roughly, yeah.
Say like after the year and you are like smitten by her
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, all right, I'm going to propose to this girl, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they would have hurt worse had you given her a ring and like went shopping for the ring, got its size and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
would the scale of hurt be different?
I know exactly the answer to that question. It would have hurt the same. And let me tell you why it would have hurt the same. Because at 19, I was not emotionally mature to understand what I needed to be to love someone in that way.
Sure.
And if it happened now, it's weird. Because like if it happened now, I would not be as hurt, but because I'm more emotionally No, because I'm more emotionally mature now. Like, and it depends on how it happens. Like the circumstances in which it happens.
Yeah.
But it's weird because back then it would have hurt less. Like it would have hurt the same if I was like shopping for rings and whatnot. But now if it happened, it's weird. It's hard to put myself emotionally in that place because I don't have that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. That's an interesting question.
I mean, so like for me, like 3 years ago, I was dating this guy for like a short period of time. And he was like super sweet to me. He was charming and like all these things, you know?
Thank you.
Ew. So
Wait, why ew?
anyway, so
Why gotta be all that?
like I had fallen for him in a short period of time and like
Thank you.
my dog liked him and like all those things, you know what I mean?
How is Fido doing?
I don't know what she is. Let me finish the story. See?
Awful.
So
Awful dog.
come to find out that this guy is cheating on me and
this wasn't
he
me.
kept my dog. It was not you. He was keeping my dog from me because I just moved into my house and didn't want to pay a pet deposit. So he was like, well, she can stay with me, blah, 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 blah. We'll just kind of take care of her from here, like house to house, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So in the same weekend, he lost my dog. She, air quote, ran away. And I found that he had a girlfriend of like 2 years the entire time. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck, you know? And I guess it was like two hurts like back to back because my dog was no longer there. And I had it for 7 years.
I feel like the dog, that would hurt like more because you stole from me.
Bruh.
You stole love from me.
Because she was like unconditional, you know?
How'd you get over that?
I guess just time.
Did you ever like think about, it's gonna sound like I'm victim blaming here. And I'm not. I've done this. This is the reason why I asked you this question.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about what did you do that could have made him be unfaithful?
Absolutely. Always.
I'm not gonna ask what the verdict was, but ultimately after you went through your whole line of thinking, what conclusion did you ultimately come
I'm
to?
perfect. Nothing.
Okay. The reason why I'm not flinching at that response is because when I did the same line of thinking and I got to the end, I didn't come to, oh, well, I could have done this. I could have done that. I came to, nigga, I'm dope. Like,
That's it.
a cheater's a cheater.
Period.
People who don't value loyalty on all fronts. And I've told my friends this before. Like, I have homeboys of mine, male friends right now who are being, I won't say unfaithful to their significant
I
other.
mean, use a word.
But like,
use your words.
like stuff that...
You know what it is?
No, it's not unfaithful, but it's like questionable. It's like, bro, just... You didn't do anything unfaithful, but you're straddling that line. You need to chill out.
You know what it is, though.
No, because I don't know what's unfaithful in their relationship. They're not sleeping with anybody else. They're not, spending time with anybody else. But the flirtation kind of goes overboard. And I even say, like, you chill, But I do know of one situation, and I won't say his name, but I know that he was unfaithful to his girl on a regular basis. Like how Usher was.
Then why not leave her?
Stepping out. I mean, what you're asking, what you're suggesting is common sense.
Don't make it sound childish, because it's not.
No, it's not childish. It's
or ignorant for me to say that.
No, it's not ignorant for you to say that. It's ignorant for him to not understand that's a very viable option. Like, what you're suggesting is a very nominal and forthright approach to the situation. But you have to understand that the person we're talking about is not capable of such decisions.
Why not?
Because...
Is he 6?
Jesus. That's unprofessional as hell.
Yes, where the hoes at? Where the hoes at, Rashad?
I'm gonna edit all this shit. No, I'm not gonna edit none of this out.
Leave it in there.
But I think he was supposed to understand, and I've explained it to him on numerous occasions. He was faithful to his girl on a regular, unfaithful on a regular basis. And then when he would come around me, I don't approve. There are most things in life, it's not for me to approve or disapprove. Sure. Like, I get that. And I'm totally cool with that. There's certain shit I just don't speak on. Like,
it's because it's not your place.
Yep.
Okay.
You ain't got to put that in air quotes. It's not my place to speak on that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, damn, you having a hard day? Is it your cycle? Well, let me tell you what I do. What?
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Because physically that doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely
for me
not.
To say that. Or here's what I would do if I were on my cycle.
You have no idea.
Well, I have no clue. So I don't even speak on it. I'm just like...
It's the worst. Yeah, just don't say anything. Just
nope.
No words.
No.
Just like an example, like my girlfriend and her fiance have a baby. He's like a year and some change. He's like, yeah, listen to Ashlee. She used to be a nanny. I was like, well, first of all, like, don't do that to me because I have no place to tell you how to raise your child.
I'm going to ruin your kid.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him all the curse words.
For sure.
I'm gonna,
at the same time, like, there's no way I could say, here's how you should do X, Y, and Z because I was a nanny for 7 years. Mm-hmm. It's your kid. I didn't birth the child.
Right.
So I have no place to say, do this.
Right.
So I told him, like, at the dinner table, I was like, don't tell me to do this to your kid because it's like, it's my place. Don't do that to your wife. That's mean. Not mean, but like, that's not my place to say, like, hey, you should do all these things because I think it's the smart thing to do for your baby who you gave birth to.
Right.
Fuck that.
I've never had a child in my life.
Your nephews, what do you mean?
Well, I've never had a child of my own in my life. My nephews are different.
You want kids, though. You want a militia of kids.
I want a lot of kids. I want, like, a lot. But my nephews...
So gross.
It's quite not. I love the prospect of playing with Alex and Nathan. I love watching them grow. I like watching them become little men and take on little personalities. And you see one is the athlete, one is the bookworm. You see one is the troublemaker, one is the chill one. And it's funny because as they have grown, and they're only 2, 2.5 now, their personalities have flip-flopped. Like, one used to be the troublemaker and the other one was the chill one, and then it switched. I think with them, it's so weird. One, I have a vested interest in them being successful because they are Nathan Lee and Alexander Rashad. And when you have a child that is named after you in your family, the amount of inflation it does to your ego, that's already big enough as it is.
I was gonna say, as if your ego isn't already
my ego is huge. It's huge. I'm surprised that this chair can
for sure
fit my 350 pound
That's a lot.
frame.
It's a lot.
My body is 250 pounds.
So the ego is like
It's
double,
a whole bill.
for sure.
Easily.
So much.
And I can totally like just say my ego is fucking huge. People ask me, you got a big ego? Sure do.
Absolutely.
But I do know when it doesn't have a place. And I do know when it needs to be checked. And there are a lot of people who don't know how to do that.
When though?
I don't check anything with you because I don't need to. Because you can't beat me up. So,
Okay.
tell me I'm lying.
You should. Okay.
Anyway, going back.
Yeah.
But no, I think like when you start talking about loyalty, going back to my friend, there were times I would look at him sideways. And I told him, I was like, man, you know me, dog. Like, I'm looking at you sideways because your loyalty is selective.
For sure.
Like, you preach loyalty to us and then you go cheat on your woman. I said, that's kind of moving funny.
Absolutely.
And he understood that. I think he thought I was overreacting, which he's well within his right to feel that way. I didn't think so. But I don't know. I think relationships are they're just a different animal.
Ugh.
They're just a different animal, especially.
I know it's so much.
But it's not. It is. You're right. It is.
How come you're single? Don't give me some bullshit answer either.
Cause I'm too loving. I hate when people do that shit. When they're like,
So gross.
I'll say, hey, what's your biggest flaw? I work too hard. I love too much.
I have no flaws.
I love too hard.
I'm flawless.
What? Okay, let's back the truck back on that.
Answer the question.
I'm single because in the times that I felt like it could work, the timing has not been right. And I haven't found a person or a situation that I felt like I could either believe in or that we correlated and wanted the exact same things.
Fair.
And that is always a big deal. Like, there was one young lady who I liked very much.
Not me.
Huh?
Not me.
No. Ew. And I felt like it was leading to a good... I mean, this is years ago. My singleness is not for lack of trying. I've been on plenty of dates.
I believe you.
Like, this is not for lack of trying. That's a side thing. I'll get to that later. But I think a lot of it just stems from, listen, I'm not in this place where I'm trying to figure out who I am. Like, when people say, yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I am. Fuck all that. I know exactly who I am.
Right.
Financially, I'm in a great position. I'm in the best position of my life. Like, I'm comfortable. If you're into superficial shit, I have a really nice car. Like, if it stays dirty sometimes. My car don't get washed. It gets detailed. That just gives you an idea.
I mean.
But my point, damn, I'm joking. I do have.
I was gonna say, like, are you?
I do have a decent car.
Okay.
But my point is that I think I've been in situations where I've looked at myself and said, what's my hang up? And I think a lot of times is you do meet people who don't really know who they are and what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be intimidated by somebody that knows who they are and what they want. Case in point, there was a time in my life where I was intimidated by women who knew exactly what they wanted. Like, it didn't last very long because I ain't intimidated by nobody. But romantically, if I went on a date with a woman, or if we were setting up the date and she was like, listen, are we, are we hanging out? There was a time period in my early 20s where I would have been like, ooh, I would have fooled myself into thinking that she was being bossy. or that she had
forward?
she had an attitude problem. No, because I love Forward.
Okay.
Forward is great, but
But what's the difference between Forward and Bossy?
Bossy, at least at that time, Bossy to me was, you are trying to dictate things. Bossy is you're trying to dictate things. Being Forward is your questions are very direct. I can fuck with Forward. Bossy is when you're trying to, and don't get me wrong, to an extent, I like it.
Okay.
I think now that I'm older, I like it more. Like when I was younger.
Sexually or just like
in general. Like when I was younger, it was really more like my homeboys and I had this conversation very recently.
Give me an example of a forward statement from a woman that you would like. That would intrigue you, that would turn you on, that would like entice you.
I enjoy spending time with you. I would like to spend time with you again. It's very simple. There's no guessing.
Yeah.
There's no, well, did she like me? There's no, well, I gotta wait a couple days to talk to him again. That shit is dumb. Or like, I mean, just that's a very basic one.
Yeah.
But confidence was always something that I didn't always love me.
For sure, same.
Now I love the ever-loving shit out of
Same.
me. So there was a time, and I have to be honest, and this is the truth of the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it had to do with my financial situation. Because as a man, you can have all the confidence in the world, all the bravado and alpha male, this, that, and the other. But when you broke, that shit don't mean nothing. When you broke, that shit don't mean anything.
You know, that's fair.
Because you can be like,
that's fair.
I'm a boss. I'm this. Because yeah, you can have a boss mentality. I've always had a boss mentality, or an entrepreneurship, or a hustler, spirit since I was 13.
Yeah.
But how you a hustler and you not just surviving but thriving?
Yeah.
Like once my
to back it up.
Yeah, like once my financial situation changed, then it was like, all right, that bravado has some force behind it. Like, all right, you're not completely foolish when you say stuff like, yo, I'm making moves, or I have, like, when I was broke and I would tell people, oh, I have a meeting, I'm pretty sure in some people's minds they were like, what the fuck you meeting for? Who you meeting with? Like, you meeting with with the bank teller to discuss reversing this overdraft fee?
Matter.
A
meeting's a meeting.
Yeah. And sometimes meetings are just to try and get something going. I did plenty of that. But why are you single? Assuming you are. I don't know if you are.
I'm single-ish. I think I'm single because
what does single-ish mean?
I'm just kind of hanging out with people that I like.
All right, I interrupt you. Continue.
Single. You said what does single-ish mean?
No. You said. I mean, you said you hanging out with people that you like.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
like,
that's what it is.
Why are you not in a committed situation?
I guess it's like timing. It's always been timing though. Like, and I feel like I'm always the person that I think you and I have discussed this before. Like, I'm always the one that got away. I'm tired of being that.
You do get sick of being that.
It's tiresome.
Well, it sounds egotistical.
Not to me. It sounds realistic.
It does. It sounds egotistical.
Ego aside, like it's real.
Well, to someone who doesn't experience that, or is the one who lets people get away, who's hearing you say that, I've always been the same. And I told my homeboy's little brother this, and I said, be mindful, be respectful. If a woman doesn't like you or doesn't share the emotions that you share, it's fine. Don't call her out her name.
Yeah.
Always keep it G, as in a gentleman. I said, because they always come back. I said, doesn't matter. I said, it could be a year from now. It could be 10 years from now.
Yep.
They always come back.
And it's never failed.
No, never.
Any guy that I've dated that like it just ended, like they've come back.
Always.
And it's like that, it doesn't struck my ego at all, but it just reassures me that like it's not my fault. Mm-hmm. Like it's not me. Because a lot of times when things end, like it's like, shit, what did I do? What did I say? What did I go wrong? like all these things you go through in your mind. Like, what did I do?
Some people just have issues. I had to learn that.
True, it's true, but like at the same time, like I don't know. I don't want to blame it on like a female, a lady thing. Like we kind of obsess with things like what do we do wrong? But like honestly, like if a guy kind of starts being distant or weird or like whatever, we go through these things. It's like, what did we do? But
I do that.
do you? Okay,
Well,
so it's not.
I'm a Cancer, so we're emotional and we're sensitive.
I'm a Pisces. So technically, we're compatible. You and I.
We are.
But here's the thing. So I go through these things of like, what did I do wrong?
I love your pizza pants.
Thank you. Me too.
Very Rugrats of you.
I know. And my shirt says legalized marinara. You like that?
When you walked in, I thought it said legalized marijuana.
I know.
And I was gonna say, it's getting there, but legalized marinara is more absurd, but it fits with the outfit.
I know. I had some pizza socks too, but like it's too hot for socks, so I'm gonna come barefoot.
That's fine.
With shoes anyway.
It's cool.
But like what I'm trying to say is it's not my fault. I'm not perfect, but like I feel like when I'm dating someone that I try to be who I am, and I try to show up for who I'm dating. So if and when things end,
is it like you can look back and be like, yo, I did my part?
you know? Does it sound terrible?
No, well, I've got issues, so I don't think that sounds terrible at all. Because I do the same thing. Maybe we're just being enablers of one another right now.
Maybe.
But
like I show the fuck up.
Like
I would treat you how I want to be treated when we're dating.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's not a one-way thing.
Never.
I would absolutely that's how I know. Like I would want somebody to tell me.
Hot.
Really?
I want to take my shirt off right now. I want to be topless right now. But I won't just because we're on.
I mean, it's on YouTube. You know, this is Atlanta. Wow, you can do it.
I know. I want to be pantsless too.
Okay, well just reel it on in. You'll be all right. You only got 30 more minutes.
I'm doing really good.
You are, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I
want a sticker too.
Excuse me?
I want a sticker too.
Sure, I got a sticker.
You have stickers?
I do. There's one right over there on the floor. It's adhesive. I don't know that. It's a sticker.
Sticker's a sticker. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, raise your standards. You need a certain kind of sticker.
I mean, I didn't say what kind of one.
You're right, but that's what I'm saying. You got to raise your standards. You need a certain kind. But no, I've always been the one that got away. And that sounds egotistical, but it's real.
It is not, though, to me. I
mean, it's just the truth. And don't get me wrong. Not every woman has come back. Sometimes the situation just didn't work. And it's not even, it could be just like, oh, we went on a date. It didn't work.
Yeah.
You know, but the ones that I've had extended interaction with.
Absolutely. That
I treated well.
Yes.
That I was mindful of and I was respectful of. They've always come back.
Whether it was just small communication, hey, how's it going? Or the DM very subtly, or oh, I see that picture you're posting. That pizza looks really good. Or that sounds just tasty.
What is it?
I'm just thinking about as far as my Instagram with my food posts and shit, it's always little subtle comments and shit.
Food posts. Okay, so tell people what you do.
Okay, so
can you please put the microphone close to your mouth?
Sorry. I'm just so hot.
How long has that been away from your mouth?
Not long. It's really close now.
It is. All right.
Is that good?
That's too close.
So, I cook for a living, kind of, sort of. And I have an Instagram that's dedicated to food posts.
What's your Instagram?
At Foodie Cutie, at Food and Stuff ATL.
Don't look at the camera like you looking at the people.
Why not?
I said so. Those are my people. Both of them.
Foodie Cutie.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi. I'm a catch, Mom and Dad. Anywho, so so I talk about food. I post about food. I love food. I love talking about food. It intrigues me.
What is it about food that intrigues you?
Everything. It's universal. Like food is like it's a language. It just speaks like love to me.
What's the most disappointed you've ever? I hate to go straight to the negative. What's the most disappointed?
Of course you would. You don't hate to go to the negative. It's just who you are.
Because it's easy to be like, what's the best meal you've ever made? Like that shit is easy. What's the most disappointed you've ever been in a meal that you've made, and how did you correct that the next time? Hell yeah, interviewer, hard hitting. See what this is?
Probably baking.
This is the spot. You're on it right now.
I hate you. It's probably baking because I'm not the best baker in the world. Mm-hmm. And baking requires a level of attention that I don't have. Mm-hmm. Like mathematical skills, like detail oriented. So like with entree cooking, it's like, I can adjust this and this by the taste palette.
Right.
But with baking, like you have to kind of wait and see how it comes out. You don't really know. Measurements, numbers, weight, blah, 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 blah. So if it's in the oven for however long and it comes out and it's just like flops, whether it's a cake or a pie, and it's trash, you can't adjust it.
Right.
It's done. But like with an entree dish, it's like, I can add a little bit of salt or some acid or some like a lemon or orange or lime or
I thought you were literally
vinegar.
talking about like acid, like the drug.
Dear God, no.
I was gonna say,
you ever tried acid before?
No.
You don't do drugs, yeah.
Come on now.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I'm aware. I'm sorry, I forgot for just a brief moment.
It's okay.
Never had acid before either.
I mean,
did I answer your question?
You said what?
Did I answer your question?
Actually, no, you didn't.
I did.
Because I said
baking.
I said what dish? Didn't I say what dish? I said what dish, didn't I?
So this one time, my grandmother and I made apple pies together, and she was like coaching me through this whole thing, right? And her pie came out to perfection. Mind you, we were side by side, like the whole like coaching experience and everything. Mm-hmm. Rest her soul. Hey, Granny, love you. But like, her pie was so perfect, and mine was complete trash. And we were like side by side.
How old were you?
Like in college. I was old enough.
Okay, so you're 28. Uh-huh.
I hate you, by the way.
Yeah, join the club.
Yes. There's so many, right? There's so many.
It's a U2 concert the way that line wraps around the building.
I want to come. Anyway, so the pie was trash, blah, blah, blah. Baking sucks.
What's in that cup?
It's water.
Is it?
Let me turn my cup around so you can see my initials.
So if I took a lighter,
yes,
put it on the top of it,
yes,
would the fire be able to sit still for a little bit?
It would be. It's water.
Well, it's water now because the ice is melted.
Do it. No, of course not. Do it right now. Science, weird science. Was that show?
I do.
Yeah, let's do it.
I remember the movie too. I'm old enough to remember the movie.
It's water.
Okay.
Water. Sames.
Okay.
All right, so yes, I answered your question. Baking sucks. I hate it. Ish.
Okay. Now, with food, what is it that you... Let's say somebody is... let's say this podcast gets very popular. Let's say 15 years down the line. And somebody's going back to the early episodes. What can someone contact you and enlist your services? How can you service them?
Okay, so I initially was really into like cooking for people. Mm-hmm. But now I'm more into experiences. Mm-hmm. So I would much rather, I don't want to say a personality, right? That sounds, well, no, not really. I'm more into like being a food blogger than I am like a chef or like a culinarian or a cook or a home cook.
Culinarian?
Same thing as a chef. It's not different.
No, I mean, I had never heard that word before.
It's a word. So I'm
Thank you. I learned something new. I'm not being sarcastic. I did not
What?
know culinarian.
No sarcasm?
No.
Anyway, so I'm more into like...
I'm going to use that shit like 12 times tomorrow.
Please.
Like even when it don't fit. Be at the gas pump. Yeah, man, I just bought this new culinary. My bad.
I hate you.
I'm at Camaro. But you know what a culinarian is, right?
But I'm more into like going to events or places or like things that will host food events and just sharing my experience with people that are willing to watch. And believe it or not, like on my Instagram, people like to watch me like talk about food shit. It's crazy. I'm not popular. I don't care about. I could care less about being popular, about followers, about numbers, about like likes. I care about being able to go somewhere and like share what I'm doing with somebody else that wants to watch me do it. So if I go to a festival, I'll talk about what I'm eating, how it tastes, what it smells like, what it tastes like, how it feels, like all the things. That's so much fun to me.
So that legitimately is your passion.
I love to food blog. So ideally, what I want to do is like be like an international food blogger, like a black female Anthony Bourdain. I loved him. I cried when he died.
That's so sad.
What sad about him or what?
I'm sad that he died.
I know.
Not that you want to do that.
Okay. Because I didn't know what you were saying.
I am not upset with you for not knowing which one I was talking about.
Because it's you.
Right, because
it's you.
You never know just how
it's you
real shit is going to get when it comes out of my mouth.
You never know.
And I do it for the streets.
Absolutely. Always.
But really, it was just sad. It was sad when he died.
For sure. I cried. I mean, I was very sad. But anyway, like that's what I ideally love to do is like food experiences, food blogging, food vlogging. I'm learning more about like how to write about food, like put words on paper or on the internet, which is kind of boring to me. But like, I want to still be able to like have something like, I guess, formal per se.
Where do you want it to take you?
Everywhere.
I mean, professionally, what do you want to do with what you're doing now via social media and what you share with people? How do you want that to manifest itself over the next, let's say, 5 years?
If I were to just be on someone's like food network or food like travel channel or food something and with this cute black face, it's like, I look like her. Mm-hmm. And I can be who the fuck I am and not have to like be whitewashed by these fucking media people or like, you know, I want to be just me and do what I love to do and like talk about food and like what I love to like talk about.
Now, if you want to do this, you understand like this in the next 5 years, like your time is running out because you're already 77 years old.
For sure.
So.
But I look good for 77. No? I'm a cute 80-year-old.
That's debatable.
I'm adorable.
You are adorable.
So.
I know a lot of old people that are really adorable.
Same.
Like with their little canes and how they walk.
You'd do me if I was
0.25 miles an hour.
For sure.
Absolutely. If I was Kellen Winslow Jr., yeah, I would.
I mean, cheers. Thank you.
I can tell by how you reacted to that. You're not really abreast of what Kellen Winslow Jr. just went to prison for. So I'm gonna need you to you'll Google that after we get off the show.
No, give me my current events.
You wanna look at I'm gonna Google Kellen Winslow Jr. right
Do it. Let's see it.
And you're gonna be like
Kellen Winslow Jr.
Yeah, he was.
Is he brown? Is it brown man?
He's light skinned. He was the his father's a Hall of Fame player.
But is my dream crazy, you think? I don't need your validation. I'm just asking.
No, you don't need my validation. But to answer your question, I don't think it, in all seriousness, because I have to clarify that.
Please do, because dear God, you never know with you.
No, you don't. That's why, like, whenever like I'm in a mentor position, and I tell somebody, "Hey, you're doing a great job," and I say, "I really mean it." Like it's.
So you have to say it with you.
I did that with a guy once at my old job. It's like, hey man, I just want to let you know that you're doing a wonderful job. And he was like,
bruh,
dude, why are you being an asshole, man?
See?
I was like, I'm not being. I said,
you just never know.
You don't know me well enough to know when I'm being serious. I was like, no, I'm not gonna bring that to work.
You just never know.
You
just never know.
See if I can do the damn.
Okay, rape and what? Oh, God.
Hold on, we'll get to it.
I don't want to get too serious. Jeepers creepers.
If this thing will... Oh, there it is.
Oh, goodness.
How do I... Hold on. I gotta make sure I do it right.
Answer my question.
Hold on, I'm getting to it. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. I just want you to answer my question.
Okay. So, Kellen Winslow. I made that comment. I hate that. All right. Kellen Winslow Jr. is convicted of rape. He used to be a tight end in the NFL. Kellen Winslow Jr. in court last month. That's a picture of him, obviously captioned. He was convicted on Monday.
Homeless woman?
Last year, and on 2 counts of indecent exposure and lewd conduct involving 2 other women. The jury will resume deliberating other charges on Tuesday. Hold on, but wait, there's more. Former NFL player whose father's in the pro football. His father was a Hall of Famer. Has been convicted of raping a 58-year-old homeless woman last year. During 2 more counts of rape involving a 54-year-old hitchhiker and an unconscious teenage girl in 2003. Winslow faces a sentence of up to life in prison if convicted on all counts. All 5 women testified during the 9-day trial. Winslow did not take the stand. I think he exposed himself to an older woman, 58-year-old homeless woman. He was targeting women who were older.
Okay, so wait. How does this tie into what I was talking about?
No, because I made that joke about you being old, and you said, you'd do me if I was old. And I said, if I was Kellen Winslow, maybe. And that's how we got here.
You were a creep.
I thought it was a very apt reference.
You're a creep. Say it. I'm a creep.
This is a very logical reference. I mean, I'm a creep, but it has nothing to do with this.
At least you said it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a creep. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't?
Being a creep? No.
Why not?
Because my creepness is rooted in, like... My creepness is not rooted in, like, criminal activity that I eventually want to do. Like, I'll do creep shit, but it's like... It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, what is the creepiest thing you've ever done? Go.
That's hard to say. Cause like
Give me a creepy example then.
But I always respect boundaries. Like as much of a creep as I am, I'll like respect boundaries. Like one time I went to go adopt a puppy. And I went to go adopt a puppy at Gwinnett County Animal Shelter. I think it's the name of it. And there was a sign-in sheet, and I was early. And there were only like 3 people there. It was, excluding myself, it was a guy and his son and this woman. She was bad in a motherfucker. So in the sign-in sheet, you had to put your name, your email address, and your number. And I knew her name wasn't Matthew,
yes.
and I knew her name wasn't Eric. So it was the other, and I was like, ooh, Tatiana. And I saw her email address and her phone number. And they had the mobile and the home number. And I saw both of them and was just like, I got a photographic memory. But then that's when you start talking about respecting boundaries.
Absolutely.
I thought about it for a second, like, oh, here's the information that I would want. But it's almost like police getting evidence to convict somebody. You have to get the evidence the right way. And if you don't get the evidence the right way, it's inadmissible in court.
Absolutely.
That would have been inadmissible. Because she'd have been like, who the fuck? What? I don't even remember you.
God, you're great.
Like, were you the chubby nigga in the too tight shirt?
What a
Was
creep.
that you?
It's probably you.
That's ingenuity. That is ingenuity. I just didn't use the information because I realized I have the sense enough to know, dude, this is not okay to do this. Like, I am a creep, but I'm a creep with morals and standards and ethics. I'm like, no, don't do this, bro.
I guess in order to be a creep, like, you have to have some kind of, like, but do all creeps have boundaries?
No.
No.
Look at this nigga right here. I'm sorry for saying the N-word, but
He's
look.
trash.
Like,
That's trash, though.
This doesn't even show that he got caught in a car pleasing himself. Is that here? He got caught in a car pleasing himself.
So gross.
I want to see if that's here. He was masturbating in a car.
All right.
Let me see if that's here. Oh,
there it is.
Included
himself while he was free on $1 in February.
Oh, that's not even what I'm talking about. That's just another thing he did.
This is so bad.
You've never seen any of his videos, have you?
I don't want to now.
I'm gonna show you.
No.
No, it's not. It's nothing. It's nothing awful.
Oh, okay. Is he a good athlete?
He was decent.
Oh, then there's no. What's the point in showing me that?
No, it's not a video of that. It's a video of when I saw this video, I knew he got some issues.
I haven't seen Avengers Endgame.
You haven't seen Avengers Endgame?
Shh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Your beard looks nice.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say.
Say fucking thank you, asshole.
Writing's not that easy.
We're gonna skip this
Rarely
ad.
can help.
The irony.
Sentence is grammatically correct.
Also, a moment for creating a little controversy in this game. Kellen Winslow Jr. will throw a terrific block on Tennessee's Corey Campbell and actually gets a couple of volunteers on this play. He sort of stood over Campbell afterwards, who was injured, and after the game, post-game meeting.
This is what he's known the most for up until a few months ago.
He realized that Campbell had been injured on the play. Yeah, don't give a hell. It's about this you, man. I don't give a flying, you know what, about a ball. I don't give a damn. You do the same thing to me. It's war. They don't give a freaking, you know what, about you. They will kill you. They're out there to kill you. So I'm gonna kill them. You write that in the paper. You write that. You make money off that.
You could tell he's kind of off a little bit.
No, man, I'm pissed.
It's gonna get worse.
I'll take this.
That look you got on your face is gonna get worse.
We don't care about nobody except it's you. We don't. If I didn't hurt him, he'd hurt me. They're gunning for my legs. I'm gonna come right back at him. I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
What a psychopath.
And see, like, yeah. Now, I remember when I watched that, and I said, I'm not going to judge him. It's football. But if I looked up on the news and saw that he did something against the law, I wouldn't be surprised.
For sure.
But now he
All the
has.
red flags.
Now he has.
Every last one of the red flags.
Which is wild because the name Kellen Winslow before, you thought of a Pro Bowler, a Hall of Famer, and now with his son,
Yes.
you think
How's
of
his son?
How old is his son?
What's his son?
That's him. He's the son.
Oh.
His father played in the NFL before him. His father was the Hall of Famer. So before you thought of Kellen Winslow as, oh man, like Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer.
Wait. So the
He's Kellen
dad is the
Winslow.
one that was.
No, he's Kellen Winslow II. He's the one who just got arrested. He's the one who just got convicted. He's the one we just read the article on.
Okay.
The video you just saw is the same as.
Oh my God.
And I apologize because the audio was off a little bit. But the video we just saw is this same guy.
Oh, what?
He just has hair and he's wearing glasses.
Oh.
That's the same guy.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's his thing, man. Yeah. Anyway, you want to do some more current events now that you've been caught up to date on Kellen Winslow and his issues?
That's a lot.
All right. So.
Okay, so I heard about Epstein today, but I don't know the whole full thing about him. So he was a child molester or child for pornography person, or what did he do?
He had some issues. He had some stuff going on. And he had allegedly. Because they're going to move forward with the trial, even in his death.
Really?
Yeah, even in his death, they're going to move forward. So they can posthumously exonerate him, or they can posthumously convict him and anybody that he had allegedly. He's got some dirt on.
But what's the
a lot
point
of
in going on with
high-powered
the trial?
Because
dead.
in unraveling what you might unravel, you might find out more people who are guilty, who are still very much alive and who are in positions of power. So I think allegedly what a lot of people think is, oh, he quote unquote died in his cell. Well, so that's going to put an end to him talking, but it's not going to put an end to, their investigation.
He was killed.
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah. I'm not even a conspiracy theorist like that. The world is not flat. Don't be fucking dumb. But I do think that foul play was going. I mean, just like Sandra Bland. It's like foul play. Like, he had more of a reason to kill himself than Sandra Bland did. But
She didn't kill her.
no, she didn't kill herself. Come on now. Anybody with half a brain.
For sure.
Federal officials are coming under immense and mounting public pressure to explain Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide in the federal jail cell over the weekend. News of the accused sex trafficker and financier's death was met with immediate outrage and disbelief, with some, including President Trump, fanning conspiracy theories about the financier. Who is President Trump? Oh, I call him 45.
Okay.
It's
fair. I'll just say Agent Orange.
It's just weird saying
his whole name.
Agent Orange.
It just seems appropriate, no?
It's just weird seeing it written out. With connections to numerous wealthy and powerful figures, news outlets have unearthed details of apparent failings at the New York federal jail that housed Epstein.
So he committed suicide yesterday, yeah?
Day before?
Sunday.
Is that when it was?
Today is Tuesday. So when did he do it?
Did he do it Sunday?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know, man. It had to be Sunday. It had to be Sunday.
I don't know current events because I don't really like. I'm so like I'm in my bubble.
We're just reading the article together. And then
I know. Don't don't do that to me.
Reading the article.
Don't do that to me.
You need me to baby bird you? And chew my food up and give it to you?
You know what, Rashad?
Okay. Yeah, this dude did not kill himself. I don't believe that. It's weird because every other thing after him talking about him killing himself, I just don't believe. Investigation this, investigation that. Oh, whatever the hell. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, right into the microphone.
So when you say allegedly, do you think he did the things or do you think he didn't do the things?
What, like that they...
What's he accused of doing? Like sexual assault? Like younger women? Or
apparently he was a sex trafficker.
Okay.
Do I think that he did
Is
it?
Epstein a Caucasian man?
Yeah. You never seen his picture?
Let me see.
Let's see.
You know what's gross to see that guy who assaulted those gymnasts, that gym teacher. Okay, no, not this. No.
Oh yeah, let's skip ahead. Is this video?
No.
It's just Donald Trump. It's just 45. I didn't sign up for that.
Oh no.
Let's move right along. Should be interesting to see how it all plays out. I want to let more details come out before I form any major opinions.
Okay.
But
so should you just change the whole subject?
I guess. I mean, we can go to a different current event.
Okay.
All right, what's we got? Republicans warn Trump a big storm is coming. I need an article, man. I like to read. I don't want videos and pictures. New generation's so lazy.
I like videos.
Let's do
You
some-
don't want any videos?
No, I want to look at stuff.
Oh. Give me a
What is this?
video.
13-year-old wins diving championship, causing us to
Contemplate our youth.
That shit is real. I don't even have to
Play
read
it
this
with me.
fucking.
I
I don't
wanna
have to
see
read
it.
this fucking article.
I want to see him do it. He's 13.
Шлихер второй.
I can play it.
62-25. Терновой третий. 358,3. Дальше Поповича 355,6.
Oh, okay.
It won't go full screen.
Тима Бартель. Представляете плотность. И Алексей Середа. Кони Зафре. 3,2 коэффициент.
Well, damn.
Оборота с полутора винтами. Может сейчас француза достать. Есть! Браво! Середа! Вот это он вставать! Надо вставать просто сейчас.
What country is this?
Вот 10 десятки, что ли, а? 10. Вот слышим реакцию. Мне кажется, это реакция на десятку. Вообще, за этот прыжок очень трудно получить десятку, потому что, здесь нет амплитуды, да, нет высоты, подвышку идет криво.
Damn.
Obviously, the audio is off.
Still.
I'll fix that.
It's
in
a
post.
baby. Sweet boy.
Which stood almost as long as he'd been alive. When I see stuff like this, like when I see Simone Biles like doing what she's doing, I'm just like, who is that?
Did you watch her? Did you watch her though?
No, I didn't. I had a chance to see the video and I didn't.
Yo.
Or when Gabby Douglas did what she did, I remember I was really deep into music at the time, like in the music industry.
Sure.
And there were people that I respected in music that gave their opinions. They were talking about her hair.
Mm-hmm.
They gave their opinions on it. And I remember seeing that and being like, the level you're at musically, you're going to be there at that same level.
Forever.
Because, like, you don't understand bigger picture stuff. You're focused on the superficial.
Yeah.
She needed to do something about her hair. Oh, what was your hair like when you were making history at 12 years old, 13 years old?
It never happened.
Like, when you were dominating the entire planet in one specific thing, what did your hair look like?
It is.
Like, and it's really hurtful when it's a black woman saying that about a little black girl.
Always.
I was like, really?
So your mom always knew how to do your hair. She always had a hand, like upper hand to do your hair.
Like,
I remember when I was 11 and 12, remember sitting in my mom's lap and with a pressing comb and that shit was the worst. But she did her best. It wasn't always perfect, Shit sucked. But the last thing we should do is tear down other black women.
Oh, absolutely
The
not.
last thing we should do.
There intrinsically, when I see, let's say, friendly fire, when it comes to stuff like that, I get bothered. I wasn't a big fan of rap music with killing in it anyway. But after Nipsey got murdered, it's taken on when
Were you a big fan? Or just
not I'm a fan of, I couldn't name you his whole discography.
For sure.
But
yeah.
I was really more of a fan of the man and what he was doing in the community.
Absolutely.
I kind of get past music. I'm a bigger fan of I don't care about I used to call him Colin Sackerpick because he beat my Falcons. So fuck him. But then when he started,
who didn't beat your Falcons? So go ahead.
But then when he started kneeling for the
It's
anthem,
fine.
I said, "This is bigger than football." I said, "Oh, you got a fan forever, dog. Forever." And now it's I don't care what team he goes to. If he gets back in that league, I want you to rip shit up,
Yeah.
tear it up.
Yeah.
But it became deeper than
But
that.
will that ever happen, you think, for him? Jesus Christ. Can you edit that out?
No, I'm gonna keep your arthritis episode in there. I think.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it will. Just from a political standpoint, I don't think that it will. And you heard Trump.
Is he a risk? Kind of thing?
What do you mean?
If a team were to bring him on, are they at risk of not being so? I don't know.
I think 2 years ago. I think I know what you're saying. 2 years ago, yes.
Okay.
Now, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But the thing is, did you hear Trump? They asked him about Colin yesterday, the day before.
No.
They said, should Colin Kaepernick be on an NFL team? And he said, yeah. He's like, if he's good enough, yeah. He should be on the NFL team. And he was like, I don't want somebody to do it just for a PR stunt. Now, here's the thing about that. He's such a master manipulator. Because that election starting to come up, he need them votes.
Absolutely.
He want that Negro vote.
Absolutely.
And you done did so much shit to not get that Negro vote up until now. Now you're trying to make people have very short memories.
Do you know any blacks that voted for Trump? Personally.
That admitted it? No.
Oh, okay.
That admitted it? No.
But do you know people that you think voted for him?
I know of people that I felt I know black people. I was in a barbershop, and it wasn't my normal barbershop. Matter of fact, it might have been before I started going to that barbershop when Donald Trump announced that he was running. and it wasn't my barber because I wouldn't let him touch my hair. But the dude across from me
Why?
I wouldn't let this guy touch my hair because he's a fucking idiot, and he showcased it with his logic. He said, I wouldn't. He was like, man, I like him, man. He's not politically correct. He's like, he tells the truth. I love that. And I said, that's the same rhetoric that I've heard racist white men use
Right.
to talk about supporting him. But I said, so you like the fact that he tells the truth? He was like, yeah, I love that. I said, okay. A woman comes in here right now. She bad as shit. She's beautiful. And she tells you, I'm just going to call I don't know, Smanthony. And she walks in here and says, Smanthony, guess what? I like you. I want to be in a relationship with you. But I'm going to treat you awfully. I'm going to cheat on you every single day. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to punch you. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to spend all your money. I said, I'm going to give away your good loving to everybody.
He can't handle that shit.
Like, but she telling you the truth.
Could not handle it.
Exactly. This whole logic of, well, he tells the truth. I like that. When someone tells you they're getting ready to abuse you, you need to listen to that.
Run.
I'm curious to hear what his logic will be about it now. I've gone to that barber since. I've only gone like twice. And I've known this guy from high school. He's a great barber, but I got a guy that I go to that's only 5 minutes from where I live. And I feel like if I were to see that guy again.
He does all this?
Yes, he does.
Whatever this is.
Yeah, this whole... I haven't gone to him in about a week and a half.
It's obvious.
So you can't blame this monstrosity on him. But the thing is...
I'll blame it on you.
Well, the thing is, like, your insult doesn't work because you complimented it like an hour ago.
I know, but like...
The more you look at it, the more sick you get. I got it.
Disgusted.
That's what we call bipolar.
That's not bipolar.
It's wrong, is what it is. Wrong. Overrated. Sad.
Is that your Trump voice? I hate it.
You should. It's Trump's voice. Food Network.
Ooh.
The best and worst summer drinks. Now, I don't...
We know you don't drink.
So, you're going to have to be the...
Fucking weirdo.
You seem a little triggered by the fact that I don't drink.
I'm not triggered. Just
You clearly were. We know you don't drink.
I called you a weirdo. But I've called you a weirdo regardless of the fact you drink or don't drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tuck that in. Okay, so best iced coffee. You drink iced coffee? You drink
I
coffee?
hate coffee.
Really?
I drink matcha.
What is that?
It's like a green tea with like extra energy shit in it. Natural shit.
It's like a double shot or triple shot of green tea?
Absolutely. Yes.
I would actually want to try that.
It's healthy. I'll give you some. Maybe.
Iced green tea.
Italian.
Italian soda.
Full of sugar.
I love Italian soda.
I do too, but it's so much sugar in it.
It is. It's 41 grams of carbohydrates.
It's so much sugar.
It is.
But the little things that you and I both like, the little sparkling ice things.
I love them.
Me too.
0 calories.
They're so good.
I had one today
I did too.
because it was left over from yesterday.
I had it in my water.
I just now started shopping at Whole Foods. So,
Because you're rich.
I mean, what's my money situation? Bags.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Bags.
No. Scroll. Over you.
Hey.
I won't look at you.
Hey.
I won't look.
Bags.
I'm not looking at you.
Bags.
Scroll!
Bags of money. Back up
I'm not looking.
the fucking Brinks truck. Let me pull that up on YouTube. I need
No!
to pull up a Brinks truck
Scroll.
backing up on YouTube.
Just scroll, please.
It's going to be hard for me to find a video of me backing up a Brinks
Ooh,
Brinks
I
truck
like
backing
hibiscus
up
drinks.
and without me being in the video.
It's not. Hibiscus is like...
What's your favorite alcoholic beverage other than what was in that cup right there?
It's water. Water and tequila.
Thank you.
So my drink of choice is like tequila with a squeeze of lime and occasional like seltzer water or little sparkling ice things from Kroger. But I don't do like a bunch of sugary bitch drinks. I don't bitch drink.
Wait, what? Sugary what drinks?
I don't like bitch drinks.
Do you mean like people with vaginas drinks?
No,
Or
I
do
mean
you
a bitch drink.
People who don't drink strong drinks.
I mean people that put sugar in their drinks like Coke or cranberry juice or orange juice or like It's a bitch drink.
What makes you better than them?
So
What
I can
make-
hold my own. I don't need some sugar in my drink to like drink.
I thought I had the big ego.
No. No.
Apparently, when it comes to alcohol, you are a head honcho.
Absolutely. Rosé is kind of like so.
On my extent of knowledge with rosé is literally Rick Ross.
I mean,
I don't look any recipes.
do you even follow recipes or no?
It depends on what I'm cooking. If I'm cooking something I've never cooked before, hell yeah, I'm following recipes.
Why don't you cook for me?
Huh?
Why don't you cook for me?
No habla inglés, and you.
Mm.
Beavers on the coast
Oh, how cute!
helping salmon bounce back. Here's how.
Come on. Isn't that called symbiosis?
Say it again.
Isn't that called symbiosis?
That's Venom.
Symbiosis? No.
That's Venom. That's a Spider-Man villain.
What?
That's a Spider-Man villain.
But is it not symbiosis? Like having each thing work in each place? Symbiosis.
You need to watch Adventures Endgame.
Ugh. Maybe.
Venom may pop up in it.
I heard it was too sad.
I'm not going to give any spoilers here. You should have seen it by now. I'm not.
You
gonna
have
give
the,
any
like a little
spoilers.
claw thing in your room. The little
The what?
thing.
The gauntlet? The infinity gauntlet? That I wish I could snap right now to disappear you? Man, I wish Thanos was here. He didn't do anything wrong. I don't even want to do this current event now because you just upset me.
Did I really?
No, it's impossible to upset me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. I'm going to break out. Do not touch me. Beavers on the coast are helping salmon bounce back. Here's how.
You want to laugh.
don't.
Relax. Yes, you do.
I don't.
You do.
On a blue sky summer day threaten Chinook salmon leap
It's
from the
very
Elbow
tickled.
River in northwest Washington. If you're only listening to this, you can't see the fire coming out of my eyes. Here at the river, I'm glad you're so tickled. Here at the river, I might even in post just put some fire coming out of my eyes.
Please.
I'm not gonna do that.
Please do it.
No. Here at the river mouth, the water flows
It would just
powerfully
tickle
enough.
me.
I need to. How? Beavers are helping them. I'm just getting annoyed.
At me or like the beavers?
Really, it started with you, and it's just trickling down to this article.
You want me to be quiet?
No, you're fine. Do not make contact with me again.
You want me to touch you?
Beavers
It's
are
fine.
doing, yo. Beavers are doing dope shit.
Me? You?
Let's
relax, you know.
let's.
Let's relax.
Beavers are doing dope shit. Let's just go there. Okay. We got a few more minutes left here.
Okay.
Do I want to do another current event?
Let's make it count.
I don't want to do politics.
Please don't do politics. I know shit about politics. They give me headaches too. Bad headaches.
Man, we don't have to do anymore. So what do you have coming up next, man? Professionally, personally?
September. So next month I'm going to a blogger meetup in Nashville. And the week after that I'm going to a food festival in Birmingham because I kind of do some stuff for their I Push Foodie magazine.
You didn't get my permission to go to Birmingham.
There's a slip in my purse. There's an actual slip in my purse for you to sign.
I'm not gonna. Do you have your $4.50?
I do. I have coins in my purse as we speak.
I only take checks.
Will you sign it? Please, Daddy. So after that, I've got 2 more like blogger food meetup things, and then most of September is pretty like busy-ish, weekend wise anyway.
What's your Instagram again?
My Instagram is at foodiecutie at food and stuff ATL.
Spell that.
FOODIECUTIE and at FOOD A-N-D. Stuff, S-T-U-F-F-A-T-L. Food and stuff, A-T-L.
I like how you forgot the D in food.
I know.
Because that's like a very...
Took a minute.
That's a paramount letter.
It is. Can't forget the D. It's very important. Anyway, so that's my Instagram. Follow me, at me, DM me, slide of my DMs. I'm single-ish, so
yeah.
If you want to go out to eat, let's eat some food and talk about food and like kick it. You can make out a couple times, no big deal.
Hopefully, by the time that happens, they will have legalized marinara.
One can only hope.
Jesus. Okay.
Shout out to local Pizziolazio for giving me this cool ass shirt.
Did you say their name right?
I did not.
So their shout out means nothing.
Yeah.
Finish your vodka.
It's water.
I like how I did Russian and you did whatever the hell that is that you did. I was channeling my Bert Kreischer machine.
It's water.
Okay.
Also, don't drink vodka. Vodka's for whores.
You know what I've noticed about, and we're going to end it here. You know what I've noticed about people who drink alcohol? Who do it as...
Don't sound judgy.
No, I'm not. Who do it as like a connoisseur kind of thing. Y'all are the judgy ones when it comes to other people and what they drink in terms of alcohol.
Facts.
Like, I don't drink vodka. It's for whores.
It is for whores. When I was in college, I drank a bunch of vodka. Also, I was not a whore in college at all. I was so like...
you legitimately contradicted yourself.
Absolutely.
Again. What is your damage?
What do you want me to say? I want some pickles.
Somebody's pregnant. Anyway.
Get the entire fuck out of here. I am the opposite of pregnant. Also, ew.
Okay.
Don't ever have kids, anybody.
All right.
That's disgusting.
Yes. You can let the human race go extinct.
Please.
That's another way to
get puppies. Get kittens.
All right.
Turtles.
Turtles?
Something other than a child. A little cumpet. It's a little cumpet.
You sound more and more like Thanos.
It's a little cumpet. A little cumpet. Imagine a little cumpet.
I don't know what's going on right now. Okay.
You know what's happening. Like, come on. It's a cumpet.
Don't. Anyway, you got anything else to say?
No. Thanks for having me on your podcast.
I appreciate you coming.
Even though you did not have my tequila here. It's fine. Water's good for the soul.
You brought your own tequila.
I have my own water. Anyway, follow me, Instagram
Don't point
me,
to this one
DM
like this
me,
is the water you brought.
Holler at
this
me.
Is the water I gave you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go get some food.
I'm editing all this out.
No, you're not.
I'm going to edit all this out.
Also, I'm cute and I'm single-ish, so call me because Rashad didn't call me anyway, so what's good?
This is why I haven't called her. Anyway.
That's not why.
Thank you for watching or listening. And I guess that's it.
Okay, bye.
There's no outro. So we just end it.